Man, welcome back to the Fake Stuff Podcast. I am back at it again, doing what I do, and that's talk the fake stuff by myself tonight. Been a little while since I went solo. Usually go solo when we drop a gambling in the week to get them picks out for you, but I just got a little bit on my mind. Craft man out of town. I got something to say. So it's rookie draft season trends. We've been doing rookie drafts. I've been at a few myself, 2 or 3, and I'm just gonna point out what I've been seeing so far. Me and Craftman, we broke them down, rookies throughout the offseason some, and then we had the draft. Now here we are, and I'm just want to bring up just things that I've noticed throughout the draft, through 3 or 4, and then plus a couple other samples that I've looked at, like what's taking place, what's happening, how can we buck the trends in a couple ways. But with that said, don't be a hoe, share the show, check us out on Twitter. Check me out at Crew Matt Hamm. Thank y'all, everybody who's listening to the show and following. Y'all are the best. Thank y'all so much. But we diving right in, and the first thing I've noticed is QBs are at a good value. Cam Ward, specifically Cam Ward, Jackson Dart, and then old Tyler Shuck. Cam Ward, I would say mostly if we were in at the top of my dome, from what I know, I would say mostly he should be going at the 103, maybe the 104, since Travis Hunter's got draft capital, number 2 overall. But I've seen him drop outside of the top 4, maybe out of the top 5. But me and Craftman, we were in a startup, not a startup, we were in the rookie draft, and I've seen Cam Ward drop all the way to the 108. And I think people need to remember this was the number 1 overall pick in the NFL draft this year. I think everybody's been talking about Shedeur Sanders. Nobody is talking about Cam Ward. I honestly thought Cam Ward had at least somewhat of a debate to take the number 1 overall spot. You know what I'm saying? Genty, it's like that year with Bijan. But I'm just saying, he has some argument to be up there in that 1, 2, 3, but I seen him drop to the 108. That's crazy. But in that same draft, Jackson Dart. See, I've been saying Jackson Dart's a good value. This is a first round draft pick in the NFL draft, and you can get him in the late. I've seen him go at the 112, 111. But dude, I'm telling you, I just saw him going to draft at the 207. 207, that's ridiculous. I mean, these quarterbacks, just think about what you're getting at the value you're getting at. You're getting first round draft capital quarterbacks. Those are mainly the only type of quarterbacks that succeed anyways. I know there's a few examples of others, but you're getting them at such a good value because everybody's going after running backs right now. Cam Ward was already at a good value, but now I'm seeing him drop some more, so he's at a great value. Jackson Dart, he was already at a good value, but now I'm seeing him drop some more. This dude is at a great, I've seen some wild names go ahead of Jackson Dart right now. So another name that I need to bring up at the quarterback spot, Tyler Shuck. Listen, man, me and the Craft Man, we did an episode. We're not really that big on quarterbacks outside of the first round. Tyler Shuck is a little bit unique in a way because whatever, he's got, round 2 draft capital. And I'm seeing him go in the 3rd round in rookie drafts, and the reason why he's a little unique is because this dude has a clear path to start. It looks like Derek Carr may be in trouble with playing this year. Spencer Rattler, he's a 5th round. So, this dude's got the draft capital. As long as he shows up to camp and does a little something, this dude's going to be starting week 1. So, that, to me, is just like an opportunity. I've seen him go at the 301 and the 304. Just let me know what down in the comments, where are y'all seeing these quarterbacks go? Because I'm seeing them go at really good values, to the point where it's like, I know people are taking running backs, but maybe you got to zig while other people are zagging. Maybe I'll slide over here and take the quarterbacks. I know the quarterback class was weak, but that still don't mean these guys can't hit. I've been saying the likelihood of these 2 guys hitting is very unlikely, but you got to remember what we're getting in Superflex leagues. Most of the leagues that everybody in are Superflex. You just got to think about what you're getting. A late first, you're getting a quarterback in the 1st round. You can use a mid-first and get the quarterback that was drafted number 1 overall. That's a deal that you got to take every single time. The next thing I'm noticing, Luther Burden discount. A lot of people were high on him. I seen him pretty much at the wide receiver 2 rankings before the NFL draft. So I think there's a little bit of drop in his value. And this was one that I wasn't the highest on him, but I've seen people think he was, top 2, top 3, top 4. I'm seeing this guy not even going to top 4, not even in the top 5. And a super flex lead, I saw him drop at a 207. In my home league, I seen him drop at a 201. But let me clarify. So one quarterback league and not tight end premium. So we're saying, well, I'm talking about 9 wide receivers and running backs, and one tight end went ahead of Luther Burden. So I guess my thing is you really shouldn't show no fear. I wasn't the biggest Luther Burden guy, but the guy went to a ascending offense. He's got day 2, round 2 draft capital. So I think, if you're drafting, I'm not really sure somebody like Matthew Golden is you know, a better option than somebody like Luther Burden. I think we don't know what Luther Burden and the Chicago Bears are going to look like. One thing I want to point out is Luther Burden's game is, like the Debo type, catch it, take off, take it to the house, touchdown, turning short passes into big plays. Um, Ben Johnson moving over here. Amon Ra had a big role in that. He was always taking short. How many times did I sit here? I've had Amon Ra on my teams the past 3 or 4 years where he's taking screen passes all the way to the crib. Uh, there's a role for Luther Burden in this Chicago Bears offense, so I don't really think we should be fearing. I'm a shout out to my man David Thomas out there. He's hopped on that discount twice already. So this is one where he's dropped to the point where it's like, okay, I'm taking him over guys like, Trey Harris, Jayden Daniels, or Jayden Higgins. I'm taking him over guys like that. So, uh, Luther Burden, I just want to say the discount is there, and maybe that's one place where we could capitalize. But I've seen him drop to the 207 in leagues. In that FFPC league, he kind of stayed up there in that late first, early second round. But Luther Burden discount, that's one thing I'm noticing. Another thing, Travis Hunter's value is all over the motherfucking place, man. I don't even know what to think. After the NFL draft, I was thinking Travis Hunter value is got to be at the 102, 103 in rookie drafts. I want to say shout out to Craftman and all them guys and Dynasty, but they said, let's see, Travis Hunter basically 112 in that league. Um, I picked him up in my home league at the 105, so that meant that Genty, Hampton, Tet, and Henderson all went ahead of him before Travis Hunter. So I don't know. I wasn't really. I was a little worried about Travis Hunter coming into the draft in the NFL season because I was saying, for fantasy football, how good is he really going to be? I had my concerns about he's going to play both sides, and then when he gets on the offensive side of the ball, he's going to be featured on the offense enough to produce fantasy points for us. And now I'm to the point where he's not with the Browns. He's not going to be the Browns. I think everybody, you're a little more worried if he's playing both ways for the Cleveland Browns. Jacksonville Jaguars, they trade up for him. They move up in the draft to go and get him. Travis Hunter's also made comments over the offseason to talk about he would rather quit football than not play both ways. It looks like the Jacksonville Jaguars are committed to having Travis Hunter as just, all around bad man for them team. He's going to play defense. He's going to play offense. I've seen he's going to wear 12 on offense, 21 on defense. So to me, I've been a little encouraged since the NFL draft by him getting drafted by the Jacksonville Jaguars at 2 with Trevor Lawrence. It's better than what Chicago was going to have up. I mean, not Chicago, Cleveland was going to have up there. So, I think Travis Hunter really should be closer to your 102s in your drafts than he is to your 112s in your drafts. He definitely shouldn't be going down that far. I can understand taking Tet McMillan. Like, Travis, there's like a clear tier 1 of 5 guys. I know a lot of people wouldn't agree with me, but the top 5 really shouldn't change. It should be Genty, Hampton, Cam Ward, Travis Hunter, and McMillan. That really should be the top 5 in your rookie drafts. So Travis Hunter falling that far, you just take, if you're passing on a guy with a lot of upside, especially for these early years of his career. Now I am one of these guys that think Travis Hunter's playing both ways. That ain't gonna be a 7, 8, 9 year career thing. Like, I think we're gonna see that for the first on your rookie deals and stuff like that. But first 2 or 3 years. But then when you start settling in, maybe the Jaguars are winning a little bit. You use Travis Hunter in different ways. So I would be encouraged for the first 2 or 3 years. I said it on the last podcast. He landed in my lap in a in my home league, so I'm hoping it pays off. But Travis Hunter values all over the place. Please in the comments, let me know where you're taking Travis Hunter. I'm curious. The next thing, Jayden Higgins, biggest winner. And this one's gonna be real quick because he's my biggest winner because as far as when you're looking at ADP before the draft, and I know Jayden Higgins was starting to get a little bit of buzz, but he's just been the main person I've seen consistently going in the early to mid in the second round draft, and I just don't think that was the case before the NFL draft. When you get that day two capital, round two capital from the Houston Texans, you know, it just boosts your stock, and it boosted all the way up because the Houston Texans had a need at wide receiver. That's why I think there's been decisions like people stare down like Golden and Higgins. Like I'm taking Higgins. You know what I'm saying? Uh, I, it's a tough to call. It's a tough decision. I just think that Green Bay got a hodgepodge of receivers. Higgins and the other guy, Noel, for Iowa State, drafting in the third round. Those guys are definitely. I mean, they're going to be involved next year and in your redraft leagues because they had a very big need. Tank Dell out for the year. Nico Collins is basically the only thing I'll say about Jayden Higgins is I think Nico and Jayden Higgins are a little similar. Kind of opens the door for a slot guy to open up. But Jayden Higgins was the second wide receiver off the board in the second round behind Luther Burden. So the landing spot, the little bit of hype before the draft. Then he got the draft capital. It's like everything worked out good for Jayden Higgins, and I've seen him going consistently in the early second. Definitely would take him over guys like Trey Harris. I think he was drafted ahead of him anyways. But biggest winner of the rookie draft season to me so far has been Jayden Higgins. Let me know, is there anybody that just rose up ADP in rookie drafts that you've seen? Let me know in the comments. I really want to know. And this one's is just for unintentionally my guy. Who did I come away with in these first round of these rookie drafts? I'm in a league with the Craft Man. We was at the 110. I'm in a home league, a one quarterback league. I'm in a super flex league with a lot of the guys that are on the podcast. So I like to talk about those leagues the most. But Kaleb Johnson really going in the late first. I think people need to realize this guy had round 3 draft capital, and he's in that ideal landing spot. So I know before the rookie draft season, everybody was like hoping, there was a little bit of discourse on Kaleb Johnson. Like, is he going in the first round? He's still got good draft capital, but he went to the spot that everybody wanted him to go to. So I don't want to see no complaining about Kaleb Johnson. So him being in the back half of the first round, I got him at the 110, and then in my home league, I got him in the 106. So that was like 5 positional players ahead of that went ahead. I took him over Judkins. I would have taken Henderson over. Personally, would have taken Henderson over Kaleb Johnson, but Kaleb Johnson is where I roll. So he just kind of turned into one of my guys over the rookie draft season. But I think people need to realize that the starting running back for the Pittsburgh Steelers for the past 3, as long as Najee Harris was there, he had over 240 touches every year. You know how Mike Tomlin likes to roll. Ian and the Craft Man, they both get on this pod and they say they want the starting running back for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I just like Kaleb Johnson. I liked him when we were watching the film. I think he's a good football player. I think he's better than Najee Harris. He's going to get a lot of the running work, and I think he's going to get a lot of the goal line work. But I imagine Jaylen Warren's still going to get some of that passing work. But yeah, Kaleb Johnson has turned into a my guy this rookie season, and that's my main things that I've seen from this rookie draft. Just to refresh, the QBs, they're at a all-time value in rookie drafts. I feel like Luther Burden got a discount. People are a little bit lower on him because he went to the Bears. I would just say you don't know what it's going to look like. Like, I wasn't the biggest Luther Burden fan, but you don't know. You never know. So I would go ahead and take him at a good value. He could be the biggest weapon in the Bears offense for all we know. Travis Hunter. Where is he going in your rookie drafts? I want to know. I've seen him. I would think 102. I've seen him go 103. I've seen him go 112. I've seen him go 1-6. Like I've seen him go everywhere. So how are we feeling about Travis Hunter? Who's the biggest winner? I want to know. I say Jayden Higgins. That he's risen the most in rookie drafts. And in the comments, I really want to know. This is what I really want to know. Who's some guy that who's what player do you keep on coming away with in your rookie drafts? Mine is Kaleb Johnson. I always come away with him. I'm not really picking early in the drafts this year, but I'm in the mid to late. Kaleb Johnson seems to be somebody that comes to me. Um, that's pretty much all I got for y'all. Everybody out there, I just want to say thank y'all for listening to the podcast. We have grown a lot in this past couple of weeks. I just want to say shout out to the crew. They've been putting in a whole lot of work, and it's been paying off. And I just want to say thank y'all to everybody. Check us out on Apple, Spotify, anywhere you can listen to a podcast. Check us out on YouTube podcast. Check us out on YouTube. But the main thing is that share the show. That's all we ask. We don't ask for your money. We're not asking for this and that, but we do ask, share the show. We want to grow the show. We like talking about fake football, but that's pretty much all I got for you. So I'm going to just end it right there, and I'm going to say, we or I am out.